What do I do now since I have finally finished my book? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to look at my Q3 goals and projects. And although I say goals, they're more of life areas. I have come to find that me and goals just don't get along. I've tried the SMART goals. I've tried the HB90 system goals. I've tried EPIC goals. I've tried them all. And it comes back to, I just like to pick areas of my life that I want to work on and do projects or tasks that support those areas. So they're not goals per se. I have picked 3 areas of my life, and they're kind of broad areas. So the first one is the creative projects. The second is self-care, self-improvement, mental health, physical health, all of that encompassing stuff. And the last one is the house. I am still using the HB90 system, but we're gonna turn the camera around and see how I make it work for me. Now we're actually going to dig into the HB90 system and the prep work. I have done all of my prep work that I usually do for HB90. I do need to add a couple of things here. I know on the 15th I have another doctor's appointment, and that's like a small thing, so it's going to be an all-day get nothing else done but that appointment. And then September 21st I have another doctor's appointment. I have done HB90 for a few years now. I've gone away from it, come back to it, and I've kind of made it a little bit of my own. I don't follow everything exactly. So I always do the what I need to do, and this is just a list of everything I know that I have going on over the next 3 months. So I've got July, August, September here, and everything that I already have on the books, so to speak. And then the what I should do and then what I want to do, I don't really need to use these because I know those, but I filled them out this time anyway. Then I do a general task block, and let me move this out of the way so we can look at both at the same time. I do a week 1 and a week 2 because I work from home 2 days a week, work from home 3 days a week. And so my schedule varies slightly with that as I don't have a commute. And that's about an hour of time. So all of the red here is my work time. And I know like here, this is going to be my run in the morning. This is when we go grocery shopping normally, so I just blocked that off. This is usually dinner, and then this is in bed. So very easy, very simple to look at this at a glance and know, all right, workouts, I have time to do stuff at lunch. When I work from home, I get a little bit of a cushion before I have to start dinner usually, and then I have the evening blocks and most of the days on the weekend. So that is how I kind of plan it out. I do the bulk of my work on Saturday and every other Sunday. And then this one I go through and look at days off, days I have other things going on, and I kind of figure out what my task blocks for the week will be. This is a list of recurring things, so stuff I know I'm going to do every week. I do without even really thinking about it, so like run, weights, and I had dinner on here, but I crossed it out because I didn't actually include that time in my task blocks, so I didn't need to include it here. You know, kitchen, bathroom, planning the week, project life, just general things that I know I'm going to do. And then I went and did another version of this where I minused out these totals so that I know, okay, This week, I have 119 task blocks, but I know 4.5 of those are going to be for these recurring tasks. Then I know what I really truly have available each week, and I kind of wrote, like budget, coffee maker, things like that, like those little tasks that I know I'm going to do. And as I said in the intro, I don't really set goals. I have more of areas of life. So I've got the creative stuff up here, I've got mental and physical health here, and then house stuff for that one. And then I came up with different projects that I want to do this quarter and the estimated task blocks for them. So I've got creative stuff here. I just called this one self-care, self-improvement, and then house. And then back here, I didn't put any of them in here, but I figured out down here, goal number 1, I'm probably going to use 296 task blocks. Goal 2, 124. Goal 3, 36. And those recurring ones are about 752 hours. In total, that is about 1,208 hours. And I should have, theoretically, 1,326 task blocks available. I said hours, I meant task blocks. A task block is 30 minutes. And it's perfect when you're doing like the Pomodoro, so the 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. Should be doable to get everything done. And now we are going to quickly set them up in my daily duo here. I used to do this in a separate notebook, but the way the daily duo is set up, I can do everything in here for my goals. Our monthly calendar is going to be our final kind of content schedule. And this is where I'm going to list the goals and projects for each month. And then I don't always use this lined page at the end of the week. I might start doing kind of a reflection here, unsure. And then you have the lined page and the overview. So this is where I'm going to look here, go, what are my projects? What tasks do I need to do for the week? I might experiment a little bit with doing task blocks over here, like how many task blocks I used for a project instead of the social media, since I have social media here, and then I also put it on my daily to-do list. I am undecided, but I'm going to experiment with that. Let's look at a few things that I plan to do this quarter. My, I guess, kind of top 2 for my creative area is research and learn how to edit my novel. And then I know Sarah Cannon is planning to do another live Publish and Thrive in August. I think she's going to start it in August, so August, September. I would like to redo that, go through the units live with everybody else and get more specific on what I want to do as a hopefully published author in the somewhat near future. Then I also have on here that I want to start my book 2 brainstorm. I already have a very loose idea for what that will be. Prep for Vlogoween and Vlogmas. I hope, plan, want to do those this year. And Vlogoween will be my main one that I do. If I don't have the time or energy, I won't do Vlogmas because I love Halloween. That is my favorite holiday, so I thought Vlogoween would be fun. I need to finish my kawaii edits. I would like to redesign my website and refresh and move my newsletter to a different provider, I guess. And I would like to work on a short story for my email freebie. So those are the creative ones that I would like to do. For the self-care and improvement, I want to get back into my art classes and practice, same with photography. And I want to make sure I carve out hobby time. I need to meal plan. And then, as kind of a surprise to my husband, I want to start researching and planning a trip to Universal probably in 2028. And I should clarify, Universal Florida. We've done Universal LA like 2 or 3 times already. So thinking like big trip, go to all of the different Universal areas. For the house, it's just getting back into that kind of like deep clean mode. So I have dust living room walls. And I did put that on here because I have to drag out like the huge ladder, and because we have the vaulted ceilings and it's kind of a pain. And then I want to finish cleaning the dining room walls and the windows, the dining room baseboards. And then I have deep clean the kitchen floor, finalize my flooring research, figure out who we're going to go with, what kind of flooring we're going to get. We have a spot in our kitchen where we have to have the drywall fixed. Part of that is finding a contractor who will do that, and I don't know anybody. And then finally scheduling a plumber, which we haven't really ever needed a plumber, to fix the toilet in our guest room. Those are my goals, projects, tasks for quarter 3. If you have made it this far, I have been inspired by several vlogs that I watch where they ask to put a emoji in the comments. So let's do an emoji that represents one of your goals or projects for quarter 3. And then let me know, what are your goals and or projects for quarter 3? Are you excited to be moving into a new quarter? All that fun stuff. And if you would like more videos like this, be sure to hit like and subscribe. And as always, stay curious and keep creating.